Hello and welcome to This Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today. We're going to tackle a topic that every aspiring entrepreneur in the Central Valley needs to master, and that is legally establishing a business right here in Fresno, California. We're going to break down the regulations, map out the exact forms you need, and guide you through the municipal bureaucracy step by step using clear, actionable information. Let's get started. So, are you ready to turn your Fresno business dreams into reality? Because let's be real, having a great idea is just the very first step. Securing the right license is what actually opens the doors to your success. It gives you legal protection, it builds credibility with your customers, and it helps you avoid the massive headache of regulatory penalties. We're going to give you the map to navigate this whole process with absolute confidence. Okay, let's dive into this by clearing up the biggest point of confusion right out of the gate. When people say they need a business license in Fresno, they are almost always referring to what the city officially calls a business tax certificate. This certificate isn't necessarily a permit that proves your professional skills. It's really just a registration. It allows the city to gather revenue and track commercial activities for literally anyone carrying on a trade, profession, or occupation within city limits. And yes, you absolutely must have this before you start operating. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll cover Fresno business licensing basics. Step 1, zoning clearance. Step 2, additional registrations. Step 3, tax certificates, avoiding common costly mistakes. And finally, renewals and ongoing compliance. Section 1, Fresno business licensing basics. Understanding the landscape and why Fresno is a great place to start. Navigating jurisdiction is the crucial first step. You see, Fresno is divided into two totally distinct local government systems, the city and the county. Your exact physical address, specifically your tax rate area, determines exactly who you answer to. If your location is within the city of Fresno, you need a city business tax certificate and a city zone clearance. But if you fall into an unincorporated area, well, then you'll be dealing with the county of Fresno's zoning enforcement and their separate county business license. Always verify your jurisdiction before signing a commercial lease. Now, you might be wondering, why go through this process in Fresno? Because the city genuinely wants to support compliant businesses. Just take a look at the City of Fresno Revolving Loan Fund, or RLF. This is a fantastic local incentive for businesses operating within city limits that might struggle to secure full project financing from conventional lenders. The RLF can provide vital financial assistance for your inventory, working capital, equipment purchases, and even support for leasehold improvements. It's a really great reason to get officially established. Section 2, Step 1, Zoning Clearance. Verifying your location before you apply. So the crucial point is this: you cannot simply apply for a business tax certificate without first proving that your business is legally allowed to operate at your chosen location. This is called a zone clearance, and the city has a few different levels of clearance. A minor zone clearance, which covers basic setups without structural changes, carries a $30 processing fee and usually takes just 1 to 7 business days to process. But if your business requires a moderate clearance at $373 or a major one at $1,865, you can expect a much longer review process, taking up to 14 business days or even more. Now, what if you're starting your business from your living room? The city actually allows this, but it falls under the pretty strict rules of Municipal Code Section 15-2735, which is designed to protect the residential character of your neighborhood. You'll need a specific home occupation zone clearance, carrying a $27 fee. The golden rule here? Incidental use. The business has to be conducted entirely inside the home by the people who actually live there. You can't have commercial storage visible from the street, no exterior signs, and you absolutely cannot generate disruptive noise, odors, or a bunch of customer traffic. Section 3, Step 2, Additional Registrations, Securing your name and state permits. Depending on your business structure, say a sole proprietorship versus an LLC, you might need a few prerequisite registrations before you go to the city. First, if you're doing business under a name other than your own legal name, like a DBA, you've got to file a fictitious business name statement with a Fresno County clerk. That carries a $35 baseline fee and triggers a mandatory 4-week publication in a local newspaper. Second, you'll likely need a federal employer identification number from the IRS. And finally, if you're engaging in retail or wholesale and selling taxable goods, the state of California requires you to hold a seller's permit. Be sure to gather all of these numbers before moving to the next step. Section 4, Step 3. Tax certificates, submitting your City of Fresno complication. We finally reached the core of the municipal maze. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that this is the actual City of Fresno business tax certificate application you'll be filling out. It asks for your business name, your new federal EIN, your state resale number, and importantly, verification of that zone clearance we just talked about.
Take note here. According to the finance department, this form cannot be faxed or emailed. You have to apply online through the city's portal, mail the physical application, or hand deliver it right to room 1096 at City Hall. So, what's it going to cost? The baseline cost to submit this application is exactly $24.00. That breaks down into a $20 application processing fee for the city and a $4 state-mandated fee. But keep in mind, this is just the baseline processing cost. Your actual ongoing business tax will be calculated based on your specific business classification and, in a lot of cases, your gross receipts. Section 5. Avoiding common costly mistakes. Pitfalls to bypass on your application journey. The absolute biggest pitfall to avoid here is misclassification. Fresno has vastly different tax rate structures for retail businesses, wholesalers, professionals, and contractors. It's kind of like a giant puzzle. If you just guess your classification and get it wrong, you could end up significantly overpaying your taxes, or honestly worse, underpaying and triggering a municipal audit down the line. If you're ever unsure about your classification, hit pause and consult with the finance department or a local business advisor before submitting that form.
Section 6. Renewals and ongoing compliance. Keeping your business in good standing.
And this brilliantly illustrates the strict annual renewal cycle Fresno operates on for most businesses. Your current tax certificate expires on December 31st. You get a 1-month grace period to calculate your previous year's gross receipts and pay your renewal fee by January 31st. But if you miss that deadline, the penalties are incredibly steep. On February 1st, a 20% penalty is immediately applied. If you delay further to March 4th, which is just 32 days past due, another 20% penalty stacks right on top of that. Seriously, set an automated calendar reminder so you never lose your hard-earned money to late fees. I want to take a quick time out to share our standard disclaimer. This explainer provides a thorough, detailed overview based on current municipal codes and master fee schedules. However, city ordinances and fees can and do change. Always verify the specific requirements for your unique business by consulting directly with Fresno City Hall, the Planning Division, or your own legal and financial experts to get that personalized advice. Well, we've covered a ton of ground today, from navigating city versus county jurisdictions to securing those zone clearances to finally filing for your business tax certificate. The bureaucracy might seem a bit daunting at first glance, but it's really just a series of structured steps. Now that you have the map and you know exactly how to navigate the system, the only question left is, what will your Fresno business build? Get out there, get registered, and turn your vision into reality. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you next time.